Vehicle Legends might be adding an auction system. Today we're going to talk about that, but before we do that, make sure to subscribe and drop a like on this video. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, now nothing's confirmed yet, but the owner of Vehicle Legends did ask in a poll if we would like either a trading system or an auction system similar to Forza. Now, a lot of people, I think about 700 people, picked the auction system for Forza, which was like 600 more than the other option that got picked. So basically, I think there's a high possibility we could get this. Now, where did they get the idea to do this? I think they actually might have got it from me. So devs, if you're watching, thank you for taking what I have to say into consideration, because I made a video calling or saying why is Vehicle Legends falling off, blah blah blah. I yapped about it in there, and basically at the end of the video I said maybe they should try doing something original, like adding an auction system similar to Forza's. It seems they might be taking it into consideration, which I truly appreciate them for doing that. So I think it would be game-changing. It would change the whole dynamic of the game if they add it. So today we're gonna dive into, everything. What are they gonna be doing with it? How could it work? All that good stuff. Now, obviously, if you all want this to be a chance of coming to the game, you have to probably go to the Vehicle Legends Discord and vote for it to happen. But yeah, I mean, I think there's a good chance that they could do it, if this gets enough support. But let's talk now about how it could work. So basically, they said that the auction system would be similar to how Forza's auction system works. Now, if you didn't know, Forza Horizon 5, they're a car game on Xbox and PlayStation. I mean, you could also play it on PC too, but like it's mainly on Xbox and PlayStation. I actually have a Forza channel if you didn't know, so check that out if you want to see Forza content. But what we're talking about is the Forza auction system. Now, how could the auction system in Forza be implemented into a game like Vehicle Legends on Roblox? Now, you gotta think, there might be some limitations with licensed and non-licensed vehicles. I don't know if it would be limited to only licensed cars, but that would really suck if it was. But non-licensed vehicles also, I think that would make it not suck. Basically, how that could work is they could have the auction system, obviously. Now, we have to figure out, though, would it be like a UI or a place on the map? Now, Forza's auction system's kind of more of a UI thing, which means like one of these buttons, you would just click it. Let's say, for example, I click the shop. This could be like, pretend this is like an auction bidding zone. Pretend these cars are ones I could bid on. It could be something similar to this, where it's just a little screen showing all the cars up for auction in Vehicle Legends, and you could kind of just scroll through them. And let's say, here, I wanted to bid, you could click either buy out or bid. So you could buy out the car for, let's say, $1,700, or the cancel button, pretend that's a bid. Something similar to that could be how a UI version of it could work. But what would be cooler than a UI version is a physical location on the map. Obviously, with licensed Porsches, we just got a Porsche dealership licensed on the map, which is actually sick. So, I mean, it's clear that they're willing to add extra buildings to the map that might, change up the design, but definitely could be really cool. Now, I know the perfect spot for them to add an auction house building. Drive right down the road from the Porsche dealership, and guess what you got on the other end of this road? A giant construction site. You know what would be perfect right here? An auction house building. Hear me out. They put a giant, auction building, a few stories tall, and as you go up, it could be like more advanced cars. So let's say the first floor of your auction building here, it could auction off, your basic cars, anything that's really in the dealership that's like under $1 million, just cheap basic stuff. Like, for example, I don't know, this Lotus, or not Lotus right here, what is this thing called? I don't even know, but I was trying to click this Lotus right here. So pretend this Lotus, this is like a car, for example, that could be on the first floor, of course. Then, the second floor, you could get a bit more advanced. Maybe cars that are over $1 million could be up here. So stuff like the Pininfarina, for example. This could be up there. And then after that, let's say, you get a bit more advanced. Starts to get to, some limited vehicles. Stuff like this. The Porsche 918 could be auctioned off. And then at the top floor, of course, you could have the craziest of the craziest, the best of the best, event vehicles like this that are pretty rare. They could have, what else could you have on the top floor? Let's say, maybe off-sale vehicles like Lambos. Now, this would definitely be really useful for new players to acquire vehicles that they've missed out on. Now, I think that's definitely going to be the best part about it. If you're a new player here, you probably see this and you're like, whoa, how do you get that? You can't. It's just simply, you literally can't. It's impossible to get now. So if you don't have it already, you're never going to get this thing. But, hear me out, if they added the auction system, it would definitely allow you to be able to bid on cars like this. Now, also, it would be really nice for people who have cars like this. Like, for example, let's say I had this car, I didn't like it, I didn't want to drive it anymore, and it's just sitting in my collection, but it's really rare, and I'm sure it would be worth a lot of money. I could potentially auction this off for who knows how much, $10+ million. I'm sure there's some crazy people out there that would bid hundreds of millions in this game. I know there's crazy grinders with tons of money that would bid on these probably, but but obviously I'm never gonna sell this thing. I mean, I love this car, but I'm sure there's people out there who would want to sell this that don't care too much about it. And I mean, even me, I have like 300, no, 200-ish million to spend, it looks like, and I would gladly go in the auction house and bid on some rare cars that I don't own already. I think that would definitely be really fun to do. So I could easily see an auction system being something that keeps players engaged in the game, you know, something kind of engaging, traps them in a bit, gets them to spend time and money in this game. I mean, hey, that's the goal of the game. That's what they got to do to make a profit here. So if they're trying to get, you know, players to stay in the game longer and new players to play it, an auction system would definitely be something pretty fun. Now, there is another game on Roblox that I learned that has an auction system, so let's go see how they do it and see if Vehicle Legends could potentially copy it. Okay, now this is Drive World, and we're actually gonna go check out their auction world, so we're just gonna quick join. And basically, Drive World has like a whole separate game just for the auction house, so let me go ahead and show you. It's actually really sick. Here we go in Drive World, boom. Look at how active these people are. There's so many. We're loading on in. Look at all these sick cars, dude. I didn't even know this game had all these. Look at this crazy freaking monster truck Dodge Classic. Screams American. Oh yeah, we got whatever the heck this thing is. So many crazy cars. Look at how they do their auction system. Okay, let's check it out actually. We can learn. And maybe we could even bid on a car. I don't have too much money right now, but we could try always. So, you see they have like a few cars lined up, you know. Maybe I could even sell a car here. How do I do it? Auction car. Okay, wait, how do I, oh, here we go. We select a car. Okay, so this is how their auction system works. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna sell a car, but let's just say I wanted to sell this. Here's what I could do. I could, up the starting bid, lower the starting bid, you know, add, minimums. I don't know what that means. Oh, here we go. Yeah, like that. See, that makes it a lot faster to change. Skip the queue. So these are like, this is how they make money off of this, I guess. What you can do is you can spend Robux to get this little currency that then you can spend to skip the queue of other cars in the auction house. And which allows you to basically skip all these people. But look at this. Someone's auctioning off this car. Someone's auctioning off that car. Dude, so many crazy vehicles up for auction. And just see, you see how that like kind of moved? That means that another one sold. Whoa, this game's kind of crazy, man. But let's see. So let's see how this works. This is how the bidding system works. No one's bidded. Let's try to place a bid. 1 million. I do not have $1 million, man. I cannot lie with you. But what we can do is we can go see how much others are bidding on it. Right here. Look at this. We can see that these people are bidding on it, I think. Oh yeah, look, no one's actually, wait, no one's bidding. This is the guy selling it. But what we can see right here is everything up for auction. Look at all these cars. This auction system is actually really dialed in. So if Vehicle Legends were to add an auction house, I guess this could be like how it could work in Vehicle Legends, but like within the server you're in. Man, these are honestly all really cool looking cars in this game. But the way that they've done this auction system is really well laid out. And obviously when you win a car, then it goes to your inventory. You can just drive it around. I think I actually got this car a long time ago from an auction system in this game. So this game's a great example of what Vehicle Legends could do for an auction system. Okay, now in my opinion, if Vehicle Legends were to add this, it would make the game way more enjoyable. And honestly, I would probably start playing it a bit more again. I really hope they truly add this auction system. I know right now it's just a poll they sent out, but I really think they should actually consider it and do it. I would love that, man. It would make the game so much more fun. It would add like a whole new thing to do, because honestly right now we don't have too much to do in Vehicle Legends. It's honestly kind of boring in my opinion. I'm sure you guys might love it, but I mean, there's also people out there, hey, like me, who think it's kind of boring just to do races over and over. I just don't really enjoy, you know, doing races over and over. That's honestly the only thing I can say truthfully. I just don't have fun, you know, doing these races over and over in this game. It can get boring, I can't lie. So we need other things to do, and an auction house would definitely be something fun to do in my opinion. But I do think that's going to be everything for today's video. I truly hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like. I would truly appreciate it. Subscribe to the notification bell so you never miss another upload. Check out the video on screen here. YouTube links to like it. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace.